Mitch and I are starting to do the framing today. Originally the plan was to do a time-lapse video, but unfortunately we couldn't do that. We did have a lot of coffee this morning though, so we're going to get a lot of work done fast, as you can see. Right now we're moving 2x6s out of Mitch's truck and getting ready to build the rest of the framing for the west wall, which you can see near the center, and then the south wall, which is where the two big trees straight ahead are. So we are going to start cutting and measuring. Or is it measuring and cutting? Measure twice, cut once. So over there I'm working on a triple stud, which is where there is going to be a 5 1/4 by 9.5 inch beam. Mitch is putting top plate on, and then we'll finish putting the rest of the wall studs along that side. And that's what Mitch is cutting right now. So we are constantly checking for straight and level along the top there, following the contour of the top of the concrete wall below. Not all concrete walls are finished perfectly flat. There's 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch variations in height in the wall, and so we need to just keep an eye on that and compensate accordingly. So we'll have a little bit of a unevenness in the lengths of studs on the concrete wall, but we will end up with a flat second floor, which is the main living area. That's kind of the rule with most houses. You have most concrete subcontractors, they have reusable panels of concrete forms, and so they will assemble them to make walls for their forms, and they do not want to cut those panels. They want to use them as many times over and over as possible, so they will build the wall and then snap a chalk line inside of them, and it works, but it's not a perfect solution. So here we have a stack of 4 sheets 1/2 inch plywood that we're measuring, and we'll use those sheets for the last couple spaces along the wall there. You'll see Mitch putting one up right now. And that one we had to cut a little bit of a corner out of the bottom of it. You see where the cement wall corner drops down, so we just had to cut around for that. And I'm working preparing the next section of wall for putting the studs in. And so we're continually reviewing the plans, making sure that we have everything right where it needs to be. So Mitch is just eyeballing everything, double checking. And so that's ready to go. I'm going to cut the next piece of plywood for that corner down there in a minute. And there goes the piece of plywood. And that officially finishes the west wall, and so now we will begin framing across the south end there where the two trees are standing. I've got a 12-foot 2x6 there, and I'm just looking at what the contour of the sill plate on top of the concrete is, and so there's about a 1/4 inch of variation in a couple of places on the wall, so we'll just compensate for that. So you can see Mitch is standing some of the studs up in place, and then he's going to grab a 2x6 top plate and put that over the tops, and then he will check those for level. And you can see Mitch has his level across the top there, and there is the 12-foot 2x6, and we're going to use that across the rest of the space along that wall there. So these boards are all pretty well set in position now. So Mitch is taking the framing air nailer and nailing all that together. Then he's going to cut another board there and stand that up to, I guess we're going to put that first corner piece of plywood on first, and you can see an angle piece of 2x4 bracing the wall there, and we use that to we plumb up the wall, and then we nail that to hold the wall plumb. Okay, there, now you see Mitch has the end piece there, and he's got his level on top. He's checking to make sure that that top plate is level. So he's going to put a couple more in there now. He's framing around a window right now. Okay, I'm going to have to move the camera here in a second. We're going to have to work in this area, so I'll show some finished pictures for the day here in just a second. And there you have it. You got the south wall framed and the west wall framed. Maybe I'll go back a little farther to get the whole thing in view. Up the stairs. Okay. So there you go.